Have a good one, mate.
Well, good evening, sim racing fans. Let's apologise for something else this week. We always apologise for at least one or two things in every single broadcast we do here. So let me apologise for the delay to the start. England fans, you'll be aware that we are currently 8 minutes left of extra time. England versus Denmark in the Euros. And I think Harry Kane is about, is he going to cross the ball? Is he? He's getting bogged down there by the couple of defenders there. The ball's just gone. Still with Kane. Just outside the box, but hey, I digress in commentating on the wrong thing. No, we apologise, we have delayed the race today just for a few minutes, just because of the Euro match. England in the semi-finals. England often get to the semi-finals and never get past the semi-finals, so what's happening this evening could, I touch wood, could be historic. But for those who are completely uninterested in football, let's move on to the Free Car Cup, and it's round 2 this evening. We are at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and as you can see on your screen, John Casey there, we are driving the Radical SR8. This is a great little car. And in fact, this is a great car for a great circuit. I love Charlotte. It's the Road 2018 configuration. So you do have 16 corners. The chicane is there. I love the chicane. If you get that right, you can save tenths, if not over a second, by just getting that chicane right. So coming onto the oval side here now. We're going Spencer. Just to see a wider angle there of Gary. So Gary's coming on, say, halfway around the oval side. He's going to be coming up to the chicane now. There's a little marker board there, a little yellow one on the right hand side. Oh, he's going to launch it. Oh, he's almost took out Ash Dainty there. Gary Spencer trying to join Jeff Benzo's in space, trying to beat him to it. He almost did. Hitting that curve there at that speed. That is only going to end one way. Jordan Pickford just pulled up an amazing save. I'm led to believe I'm trying to watch 4 different monitors all at the same time. Ash Dainty will stay on board with because he's just set the fastest lap of the race with 1 minute 9:57. In fact, no. As I was looking at the time, the driver actually Rodriguez set 1 minute 9:57. In the time I was looking at the last lap there for actually had switched around that very second. So sorry, Roderick is set at 1 minute 9. Ash Dainty with 1 minute 10:12. Top 5 there. Top 4 separated by only a few tenths a second, and then P5 you got Ryan Dobos. Need to ask Ryan how you pronounce his surname. I'm calling him Dobos. I'm not entirely sure that's correct. He's got 1 minute 12. The rest of the pack are a little way off that. So at the moment, it is a sort of a four-way finish, four-way battle, for P1, P2 and P3. Need to get the stream details set up. I also need to watch the match. I also need to remember not to shout because my wife gets annoyed with me. So many things to think about on this historic night. July 7th, 2021, England in the semi-final. 4 minutes away from the first final position. Is that Matt joining us tonight? He's had too much to drink, he can't drive. Like Carlsberg adverts say. Drink and drive. Let me just turn you up a little bit, Matt. You're a little bit quiet. So turn you up on the stream. Bear with me 1 second. That should be a little. I normally. Hold on. You still there, Matt?
Yep.
Turn you up a little bit more. I forgot how much I actually turn your voice chat down on Discord. There you go. No offense intended. Hopefully you can hear Matt there. I'm trying to be a little bit more actually, Matt. You are very quiet.
Yep.
That's better.
Yeah, I can hear myself on the stream.
That's brilliant. Always love hearing the sound of my own voice. Right, I need to send you. Look at that, Mattis Niger.
Wow, what a lot.
Then off to see Mattis up on pole position.
So for the first half of last season, he was literally on top 2 pace for about 3 or 4 rounds, and then he had a bit of a short hiatus. So it's not too surprising that we see him, high up there. He's a brilliant driver.
He's a lovely bloke as well.
Yes.
Let me say driver, man. I said the live timing thing like I promised I would, but completely forgot. I can't. I mean, multitasking. This is pushing my limits tonight. Right. Try that link. I've PM'd you on that. Just try that link, Matt. See if it works.
Perfect.
You might be able to get the live times box up. You can pay more attention to it than I am. Luke Saunders there, sneaking up. Provisional P2.
Once the football's still finished.
We've got 3.5 minutes. Let's just hope it doesn't go penalties. Denmark put a goal back and goes to penalties because otherwise the commentary for the rest of this race is really going to go further downhill.
And it'll be me squealing for most of it.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that. Not on 720 KBS because that's just what our Discord does. No, I think England have gone into wasting time mode. That's what everyone else does to England when we're 1-0 down in a major final.
And just to let everybody know, this circuit, it's all about just trying to trust the downforce on a lot of the corners. You can take a lot more speed than you actually think you can. It's all about controlling that. And a lot of the drivers, like Luke, who's just done a 108.7, I'm really trusting that downforce. So, any moment it could suddenly spin out.
You got the live time. I take it you got the live timing screen up now.
No, I just have eyes of a hawk actually.
Okay.
I only have one screen, remember?
So one screen.
I've got BP with the 108.8.
I'm going to be honest, I was looking at Pickford. I'm sitting there clenching. I'm older than you, Matt, don't forget. I've been in this position far more times than you and been left crying. You've only been left crying for a couple of these. I've been left crying for double figures now.
Yeah, that's... Even, like the World Cup last season... not last season at the work. Well, not last season. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, or however long it was. That was horrible. Oh!
What screen are you watching? Because it's not football.
Well, Raheem Sterling's just missed on my screen.
I'm watching it on streaming it. So about okay. I see what you mean now. I'm about 20 seconds behind you on the football. This is going to get really confusing. We're not going to be in sync on any of this. I've just seen it. It's just happened.
Confirmed. Raheem Sterling nearly scored. So at the moment we're looking at about 4 seconds across the whole of the field.
That's a wider gap difference than some of the other rounds that we've. This corner here with BT is now. That's really difficult not to lose time on.
And he's just dipped himself onto the apron as well, which is probably losing him time a little bit.
You don't want to do that. You throw the balance of the car from left to right, and you just lose all that momentum.
So through the chicane, it's a flat out used car because the
beautifully demonstrated there by BT. On board a cockpit view.
Alright, back in a minute, Dom. I need to just go and announce something.
Well, I think England have won, I don't know yet. Remember, you're 30 seconds ahead of me. And England, we can confirm not only has BT driven a fantastic lap and that practice is over, I can confirm that England have made it through to their first finals of a major championship in what? Well, since 1966. There's going to be some tears and headaches in the morning. Not necessarily in that order.
I'm back.
That's our first finals in a major between the World Cup and the Euros since 1966.
Yep, that comment literally just popped up on my phone.
Yeah.
From all the news stories are coming up saying how amazing this team is.
I've cried over more semi-finals. I've cried over semi-finals where you've been crying for milk.
Have England been in the semi-final when I think the last time wasn't it 96 or 92?
There was 96.
I wasn't alive.
Gascoigne, Lineker. Yeah, I remember that one particularly well. That was a very sad night. Very sad night.
So there's just been a crash on the outlap.
Right, let's have a look.
He's crashed on his outlap. Not the best start.
So where's your money, Matt?
So for me, I'm thinking it's going to be a BT win. Because, you know, he's been the most consistent last season, championship winner, showing some pace, but I think it'll be a hard-fought battle between the Hamilton and the Verstappen of BT and Ash. I think Mattis will have an issue. I think he'll probably crash out because he's been known to do that. And then Roderick coming in third or fourth.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that, actually. Ash has been really strong. The last couple of rounds from last season, and particularly the first round last week.
BT just going for a spin.
Audio is doubled. Yeah, I think Dan. Is that still on the? Do you think it's doubled because Matt's on? Dan's just watching the stream there, just telling me that it's being doubled. Let's have a look. There has been a Windows update last week, and the one thing I cannot stand is for some reason all of your audio default settings get changed every time Windows does an update, and it drives me nuts. Because then when I do a broadcast or stream or something, I find out that
your audio that's doubled. I'm not sure why.
Well, I know why. Hold on. It'd be because it's changed the playback. Right, has that stopped it now? That would have stopped it now every time. I bet that stopped it. It's because, like I said, every time Windows does a bloody update, it literally changes all of the sound settings back to default again. I don't know why it needs to do that, because half the updates don't touch the sound settings.
So far, Mattis Niger on pole with a 1 minute 10, but I assume someone's going to break that quite quickly. So everyone taking it slow with the new conditions. Seems nobody's practiced in the dark.
If you set this to go into the dark, this is how unprepared I am for tonight. Following the England match, have you? You have, haven't you? You said it's going to dark. That's brilliant. Well, Matt Sniger there's, like I said, just have a little look on him. Check out some of these liveries. Oh, it's a little bit of grass cut in there. Just clipping the edge of the grass. Need to be careful.
He's got a bit of damage to his wing, which is a bit worrying. Not sure how that's affecting his speed.
We'll find out now as he comes onto the oval section of this circuit. Gets the speed up.
And Sulek going top with a 1 minute 10.1.
What marker do you break at for the chicane, Matt? Oh,
for the chicane, the second chicane.
Yeah. Which one?
So the really wide chicane, I brake really early, just after there's like a wall on your left side. And then obviously the Murder chicane, the really slim one, is completely flat.
Yeah.
If you feel like
I must admit, I always ease off a little bit, just lift off a little bit, just because I bottle it most times, no matter what car I'm driving.
So BT has now gone top with a 109.3.
Yeah, that's not surprising, really. I expect a couple of others to get into the 109s before this session's over.
I think a 108 is my prediction.
109.6 there by Ash Dainty. Let's have a look at the back of the pack. Is it Ryan? Is it Dobos, Matt? You know the drivers better than I do. Is it Dobos?
I don't know Ryan that well, so I don't. I would say Dobos. I would say.
I thought Dobos. It's American Dobos. Dobos would be something that probably someone from Chatham and Kent would pronounce. That's how they would pronounce it. Dobos. I know that because I'm from Chatham and Kent. Ryan being from New York, it's going to be Dobos.
Oh, Matt Steiger up into P3.
Well, he did say it'd be BT between Ash, BT,
and I said
Mattis.
Niger would be high, but he'll have an issue in the race.
Bit of smoke there.
Look, Roderick not setting a qualifying time, so he needs to sort himself out so I can get my prediction right. BT going top, even further, solidifying that with a 108.
Dropped it into the 108, yeah. Well, here comes Roderick. He'll get into the 109s. We've got 13 and a half minutes. Right. I need to get rid of the football now. Football's going. This is all about professional broadcasting. Shout out to 130 Racing. Got some Osley fans in here this evening. Thanks Dan for a pointer about the audio. We've sorted that now, hopefully. That must have been annoying, hearing my voice just once, let alone twice.
I can attest to that after doing a 12-hour race with you.
I know, we've got the 24-hour Le Mans coming up on Saturday in the LMP2 car. Myself, Matt, Lucas and Georgie going to be doing, it's four of us, isn't it? 4 of us for 24 hours.
4.
That is going to be epic.
And we're running as Sim Party Racing, and we've got 3 teams going for that event. Hopefully one of us will do well.
The purple team's in the LMP2 as well.
Yeah.
They've got some good drivers in there, so it's the thing is with these, particularly the 24-hour races though, it's just all about who can not go into the pits. Who can do everything you can to keep that car going round without going into the pits.
Just a quick shout out to Andrew J. Hooker, put it up into P4, ahead of Paul Grazer.
Oh, well done, Andrew.
Roderick's still not setting a actual timed lap, so I assume he's got a few off tracks.
Yeah, I think that last one he was really pushing it. You're on board now. He's still got time. So look at Luke Saunders here. Oh, look at that cockpit view. Do you know what? I love this circuit. This is a brilliant circuit.
It's my least favourite circuit. It's one of the reasons why I didn't do any practice and decided to drink quite a bit more tonight.
This circuit's brilliant to throw a GT3, a GTE and an LMP2 car. It is the best circuit for them. There's more punts than in any other race you could imagine. I remember doing a 24-hour race around here about a year ago.
I thought you did Daytona.
I did do Daytona, but we also, I think it was one that, I don't know if it was one that Julian ran. Oh, Luke's just clipped that, taking too much curb, he's got too greedy there.
His car does seem a little bit battered up.
Yeah,
the left rear light is, you know, a good 30 centimetres higher.
Yeah, he just took too much curb there. Carl wasn't going to forgive him for that. Just told him off. Got away with it though. He can keep going.
Roderick finally setting an actual clean lap in P8.
That's not where he should be. That's not where he should be at all.
Apparently in practice he was setting 109s.
Yeah. Yeah, well he actually, yeah he did, because I mistakenly called it as BT's time, and as I looked at BT's name, P1, looked at his time, it had switched. Roderick had set that time. So we know he can get into the, I think it was a 109.6 or something, so we know he can do it. Still not going to be good enough to beat BT's time of a 108.46. That's a really good time there.
BT just disconnected from the server.
Well, why not? He's set. No one else is going to get into the 108s, are they?
Hopefully it's just a...
he's gone to make himself a mojito.
Hopefully he makes it for the race.
I'm sure all the other 13 drivers are thinking the same, Matt. Wishing him the best on reconnecting to the service.
Especially Ash and Mattis.
Don't worry, Rich. BT will be back. He's going to put another 20p into that router, wind it up, he'll be back on. Have you got anyone racing from a hotel room tonight, Matt?
So John A. Casey, for past couple of rounds and last season, has been racing from, I can't remember what room it was, 300 and something.
Yeah.
In his hotel, in the hotel, with hotel Wi-Fi, or maybe even a hotspot off his phone, and you know, do well. I think he came P6 or 7 or something like that in the Kia race or something. I can't really remember, but he's doing well for a man driving on a hotel bed.
He was having some good old battles there, which was embarrassing for anyone on a £2,500 sim rig, and that's just, you know, a mild build these days compared to his keyboard and Microsoft K95 mouse keyboard.
Shout out to my battle with Roderick against the mouse.
I think, you know what, I think it was a wired keyboard though. I don't think he took the chance with wireless. I think he did go wired just for the latency. And he's pummeling the A and D keys. So let's have a look at some of the liveries then while we're here. Obviously not going to be looking at oh, where's Ash? Ash, he's gone somewhere. Hold on. I'm going to look at Andrew Hooker. Quite stylish there, with gold, black and white. Roderick Eskew sporting a orange and black. Not really much to say about that. Oh, there we go, there's a nice one. Look at that. Got the sort of the cargo army pants with the Ferrari down the centre. Don't know what you call that, but that's quite nice. Let's have a look at Masuis Saluk. I know I pronounced that wrong. Matuis Saluk.
You keep pronouncing them.
I'm going to give it a go. If I do it enough times in different ways, I'm going to get it right eventually. Matuis though. It's another very similar livery. Oh, is that the same livery? Yeah, it's the same livery though, isn't it? Sorry, it hasn't clicked off.
We got two teammates.
Where's Paul Grazer gone? He's gone under a bridge. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I thought I was going mad there. I thought it was the old mouse clicking, but no, okay, so Paul and Mattis there having the same livery. That's quite a good livery. I don't know if we can do split points. It's up to you.
Oh, if you're in charge of...
Well, we can do split points for those who've got the same livery, who win livery of the race. Oh, look at that. There we go. There we go. Chris Forrester there. Not being able to get out of the way. So John Casey's gone for very... Well, he's just thrown 3 colours together and up in the air and seen where they land.
With the... yeah, it's a little bit of a colour clash.
That's a bit like a Hellman's mayonnaise. You can just stick it on anything, can't you? Nate Jordan there. Well, he's just gone environmentally friendly. There's nothing environmentally friendly about this radical sports car. It will do 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. Top speed of 178 miles per hour. It can give you 2.5 Gs of lateral acceleration. There is nothing green about this car whatsoever. Gary Spencer is rocking a bit of a grey yellow chevron. It's almost like do not park on this car. It's like a junction box has been painted onto his car there. So there'll be no stopping, waiting, or otherwise creeping into that front of his car during the race.
That's the end of qualifying.
Oh, look at that. BT there doing a little bit of drift. A little bit of drift round. So, you can confirm then. BT's doing an outlap and he's come straight back in again. Because he's not going to get time to get started to do another lap. And why not? He doesn't need to, does he? He's now pole position with a 108.46. Worth noting, Matt, someone else did get into the 108s. Prove me wrong. Luke Saunders, 108.95. 500th of a second into the 108s. But he has done it. And Mattis Niger there on P3. So we're just waiting for the session to start and then we'll pull up the grid.
So just to let you know, BT had a problem with a flickering white screen, so he had to restart his simulator.
Oh dear, that's not going to be good for BT. And hear slight cheers from the other 13 drivers. And that is the problem with sim racing, isn't it? You're at the mercy of so many. In fact, there's probably just as many working parts in a sim racing rig, I reckon, than there is a real race car. That might be a slight over-exaggeration, but if you think about it, you've got a motherboard, memory, capacitors, HDMI cables, DisplayPort cables, stream decks, your setup, your monitors. So many things can go wrong. Don't even mention VR. So if you just joined the stream, sorry we are running a little bit behind today because of the historic England victory. Matt is joining us in the commentary box, Matt Green, because he's too drunk to actually race. And there we go, we can look at the grid, because I can only put the grid up in this 2 minutes while everyone goes to grid. And there's confirmation of your starting positions. John Casey's P12. There is someone in Nate Jordan's P13, and I think Michael Schilling. I don't think he's connected or he didn't join the session. So
no, he did a qualifying lap.
Oh, he's showing grey at the moment, but they are gridding. So is it 1 minute grid time, Matt? You know, you did the sessions. Yeah. It is 1 minute. Okay, so. Oh, Michael Schilling's jumped into the pits. So.
So do you want to announce the rest of the grid?
Well, on the screen there. Is it one lap formation for this week's race? Is it?
Yep, one lap, okay. And then go.
This is how unprepared I am for this tonight's race.
Previously, the Radicals weren't a very good standing start car, with BT taking out half the field and
I remember that race.
The win.
That was fantastic. So BT is P1, Luke Saunders, Mattis Niger P3, Ash Dainty P4. Roderick Eskew finally getting a decent lap time in, getting himself up to P5. Andrew Hooker, sterling effort by him into P6. Paul Grazer, another American, P7. Matthias Sulik, who's going to tell me I'm pronouncing his name wrong later. From the UK and Ireland. P8. Gary Spencer, P9. Chris Forrester, P10. Ryan Dobos in P11. John Casey, P12. And I do believe Michael Schulling will be starting from the pits. He's missed the grid. So there we go. Track temperature 21 degrees, nice and cool. Track length 3.58 kilometres. You've got 16 corners to negotiate on this 3.5 kilometre stretch. And we are about to go green. BT just slowing the pack down a little bit, waiting for the pace car to disappear off.
A little bit longer.
Where's the line here, Matt? Is it because sometimes it's
the well, we've got to do quite a bit further. Because aren't we've still got to go around the murder chicane and then to the next second chicane.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's a long paper.
I thought it was past the murder chicane.
BT taking a weird diversion off the track for a minute.
Going down onto the curb. That's why he just wants to throw a little bit of mystery into there.
Everyone's through nice and safely. I'd currently explain how the best way to handle a pole position, but seeing as last week I lost 11 positions from pole position, I'm not the right person to talk to.
You couldn't have lost more positions if you put that car in reverse.
There goes the pace car.
Yeah. So he's decided to go quite early, I think, there, BT. He's trying to get a bit of a gap straight away. He's got the green flag now, but he did try and go a little bit quick there.
Already half a second over P4.
Well, whatever it is, it's worked out to his advantage. Michael Schulling now has left the pits.
Gary Spencer has hit the wall, just currently.
Let's have a look at that. Oh, and Matthias Sulik has crashed. We can have a look at that one. I can, just have to click it twice. So it's Matthias Sulik there. Oh, yeah, he's clipped 3 cars. Oh, it's like pinball. He clipped 3 cars there. Matthias Sulik.
BT with a 1 second lead already over P2 Luke Saunders.
Yeah, he can just control.
Ash Dainty catching Luke Saunders though.
He can just control the pace now.
Ash Dainty attempting to overtake.
Yeah. This is going to be a great battle. Luke Saunders and Ash Dainty.
Ash was already passed. I think it's going to be a BT. Ash is going to chase BT, so BT's going to have to make no mistakes. He's going to have a perfect Hamilton race. With, as described, Ash is the Verstappen in this situation, chasing the world champion. And it is a world champion. It's an international competition, this Free Car Cup. So yep. BT is our world champion.
We've got drivers from all over the world. And from up north, here in the UK. Andrew Hooker there, sporting that very sophisticated bronze black and white car. I actually quite like that.
I do as well. It's bling.
It is. That's sort of like a Lambo type colour scheme.
Closing in though on Roderick Eskew, going for the overtake.
He's going to go for it. Andrew Hooker there on the outside.
On the outside, he's not going to get that.
No, he's not. One of them's going to have to give. One of them's going to have to give. Oh, yes, he did it to ease off. Oh, yeah.
Unlucky. And he spun.
Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Let's have a look down there. He was always going to drift out. He was always going to drift out. And in fairness,
Paul Grazer though, gaining 2 positions from that move.
Yeah. Where's he going? That's a sillet there.
So the fastest lap currently by Ash Dainty, who is currently chasing BT with a 109.8 for Ash.
Just having a look at the replay. John Casey, oh, he's just got on the gas. That's a horrible camera angle there. See if we can change that, because that is a horrible one there. TV camera one.
They've been starting to spread out a little, so about 1.5 seconds between BT and Ash. Ash though slowly catching, looking like this is going to be the battle for today.
Ash Dainty setting purple lap time there, personal best, 108.94, fastest lap of the race so far.
That's half a second he's gained that lap. Andrew Hooker has just gone into P7. Oh.
Well, Andrew Hooker's gone into the pits. He's going to the pits, Andrew Hooker.
That'll be why then.
That's why he's dropping down. He's going to go take his mandatory pit stop.
Because I think you gain time you can gain time on opponent by going into the pits because of the chicane. So he gained a position by going into the pits, but
and then of course
he lost it again.
Lost it again.
Mattis Niger into 7th position. So Ash within 1 second now. That's DRS range for you Formula 1 fans.
Just having a look at that. My money's going to be on Dainty here. It's going to be a great battle between these two because they are two great sim racers.
Roger Kesky back into P4.
Dainty there sporting a tiger livery. And he is looking like he's hunting down some prey, and that prey is Osley BT. Gap's just increased a little bit though, so I don't know if
BT's getting on the groove.
Yeah.
His lap times are reducing, and Ash is struggling to eke out those small tenths he needs to catch him. Last lap, Ash still being for the faster driver. Ash making a mistake. No, was it Pettis?
What happened there?
Ash just made a mistake.
I think it must have been just he must have just got
a
issue one of the corners then. It's not coming up as he's gone off track or anything like that.
He clicked on the chicane, he clicked the curb.
I was going to say the one thing I can't do too well is replay the same way I can replay an iRacing.
So, therefore, Luke Saunders is now P2 with a 6-second gap to BT, with Ash Dainty chasing down on Luke Saunders, half a second down. BT with the fastest lap of the race so far, with a 108.7 on the previous lap.
Yeah, he's going to enjoy that 7-second gap now. Got time to breathe. He must have seen Dainty catching him, and now he knows that he's got Luke Saunders acting as a buffer. Ash
is going for the overtake.
He's going to get a bit of draft here. There's not much on these cars, but you do get a little.
Luke Saunders seems to have given him that.
Yeah, he's got out of the way of that one. Well, he knows that by letting Dainty go, he can go and catch BT. And by having that battle, driver strategy, you're in the car, you know the driver behind's quicker than you, you know the driver in front's quicker than you. Oh, he's made another mistake. He's made another mistake, Dainty.
He's pushing too hard.
Yeah, he needs to calm it down a little bit.
What did I say? BT for the win.
That's what's going to cost him, Dainty, bless him. Now, I would probably come in from a mandatory pit stop, get that fast repair on, get all those dents banged out, get the wax on the bonnet. So
he should be mandatory pit stop anytime soon, anytime now, basically, due to the fuel was about 12 or 15 laps.
I'd come in here now. Let's have a look at some of the other battles, because you got
Ryan Dobos.
Yeah, got P8, P7 Nate Jordan. Nate Jordan in the environmentally friendly green car. Being hunted down by Ryan Dobos. And the gap's just come under a second now between these two.
Ryan up 3 places. Nate Jordan up 6 places from qualifying.
I was running where the battle box was. There it is.
Ryan with the better exit out of that corner.
Yeah, look at that. Massive amount of time he's gained there. Now he's going to have to be sensible here. You cannot really go too wide through here. Not without both of you losing massive amount of time. So you just want to tuck it in. Let the guy in front go, just tuck it in. Get the better exit. And if you can't get it done by turns 15 and 16.
Keeps looking for that inside though.
Go the inside turn 1. You can do it.
You got a poor exit though.
Yeah.
That's going to help.
In all fairness, Nate Jordan's controlling that quite nicely at the moment. He's not making any mistakes, so he has made one mistake just there. Gone a little bit wide there.
And he's braked, letting him through.
Yeah, that was a bit too easy, I think.
Yeah, Nate could have, controlled that a bit better. Should have taken the inside.
Ash Dainty, he is coming in for his mandatory pit stop. So he's the first of the top 3 to come in.
Gary Spencer just sent it across the grass.
Let's have a look at that. Oh, obviously Beatty's crashed. Hearing there's yeah, Beatty has crashed. Just having a look here.
Luke Saunders into first place.
Oh yeah, he's saved it. He has saved it. He's kept it out of the wall.
Wow, Luke Saunders doing well, keeping it clean. Last week he was spinning.
There we go. There's the overtake.
Through it. Ash Dainty into the pits, I think. Yep, Ash is in the pits. Beatty shouldn't lose too much time here due to the pit stop coming up.
Michael Schilling's back in the pits again.
Saunders going into the pits.
Yeah,
Beatty
Beatty's going to have to come into the pits, I think.
No, he's carried on going.
His last lap time was at 1 minute 15. I think that he had 7 or 8 seconds, didn't he? On.
He's hoping for the overlap. Well, underlap. Is it underlap?
The undertake.
Undertake, yeah.
The undertake, yeah. But I think he had 7 or 8 seconds ahead to Luke in the end. But I think, well, Luke's in the pits now, so we're going to see how this unfolds in the next couple of minutes.
He needs to do an in-lap, which is 2 seconds faster, or a pit stop, which is 2 seconds faster than Luke to get the overtake done.
So Matt, with the fuel here, obviously drivers have got to calculate their own fuel. It's not. Although it's a fixed setup, so you start the race with a fixed amount of fuel. You've still got to do your own calculations, don't you, for the?
Correct. So you can pit, because we don't limit your fuel tank size, so you're able to say pit super early and drive on a full tank for really long. That could help somebody who's really consistent. Or if you have a crash, you can pit, get your fast repair, and be back in the race, and you don't need to pit again. So you get that one opportunity to make that mistake in a sense.
Chris Foster getting past Andrew Hooker there. And is this what happened to Roderick Eskew? BT is coming into the pits now, so all eyes are going to be on BT. See where he comes out. Roderick Eskew takes, I'm going to say, provisional leader of the race, because he's going to have to come and do his pit stop in a minute.
Yeah.
Matt, last week I think it was Roderick who had a really unusually long pit stop. I think it was Roderick. Did he have his fuel set to maximum?
Penalty.
Or was it a penalty?
Yeah, I wish you could see. Yeah, he had a 40-second stop and go for speeding in the pits.
Right, I don't see that as well, unless there's some setting that it does enable me to see it. But I didn't. I just presumed he had put his fuel to max. and forgot to adjust it, but that would explain why he was in the pits for so long. That effectively ruined his race last week. But he's currently leading this with 25 seconds over BT.
And
he's going to be coming in now. Yeah. Now I think he is going to lose P1 because it's going to take him longer than 25 seconds to get that pit stop.
And BT taking the opportunity to overtake Luke Saunders on the pit stop. That was correct then, so he got that 2 seconds. And more.
So 18 seconds, 15 seconds, 12 seconds, the gap now between Rodriguescu. Rodriguescu's still in the pit, so I think he's going to get overtaken here, which we all knew. Luke Saunders has overtaken him as well. Need to get that cameraman to move. It's a horrible shot.
So with BT now in first, Luke Saunders in second, Ash Dainty in third, Andrew Booker in fourth, Roger Kesky in fifth.
Don't rule out Dainty there.
Well, we've seen as, you know,
he just needs
everybody's made mistakes.
Just needs to control the pace a little bit, Ash. Just not make any. He can't afford to make any more mistakes there. I think that's Michael Schilling.
Making a mistake, so you know there's always position for grabs, especially with these curves that can just send you in any direction. Chris Forrester just pitting.
Yeah, Michael Schilling's back in the pits. That's to be his third trip to the pits. Here we go. Here comes Luke Saunders here, right behind Osley BT.
Luke Saunders with a 109.96.
Yeah, he was quicker than Osley. He called him Osley. Osley. It's Osley.
Osley BT.
We had a driver chat between me and Osley before this broadcast, so for season 2 I could finally pronounce his name correctly. Osley, yeah, he was 3/10 slow on the last lap.
Luke Saunders used 2 seconds to this battle as well.
Yeah, he's dropped off Ash. Just seen that on the timing screen. I'm going to stay on board with Luke for the moment because if he can get. He's got a much better drive through the chicane. He's going to ease off a little bit now because the last thing he's going to want to do is go at the back of BT. Just want to get. Oh, he's going to have to go left, go left, go left. Oh, that's unlucky. That is so unlucky there. Was that Mate Jordan?
Yeah.
Well, Luke Saunders has got past BT there. Let's have a look. See if we can go back. Let's have a look to see what happened there.
So Nate Jordan literally spun and then...
He did. He collected both drivers, didn't he?
Yeah.
BT had to slow down the most there, trying to go right of Nate Jordan. Luke Saunders going left.
Luke got the bigger hit.
He
so
did.
He might have more damage.
He got the bigger hit. BT got the lesser of the hit, but obviously had to slow down the most. So yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Will they pit is the question, or will they try and drive on with the damage? Because Dainty is 9 seconds behind. Can they hold that with the damaged cars?
Let's go to live. It's that button I keep forgetting to hit. You need like a producer in this broadcasting studio of mine telling me, Dom, hit the live button, you've done the replay, now hit the live button. Otherwise all you're doing is just showing one constant big replay.
So BT with a 1:14 for that last lap after the incident. With Roger Gescu.
Yeah, two seconds Luke Saunders managed to gain on that. Where's Ash? He's just sort of keeping himself in P3 at the moment. He's got a bit of a gap to Andrew Hooker. Let's have a look at where some of the other battles are going to be.
He's doing well.
Gary Spencer going into the pit. This will be Gary's second time in the pit, so I'm presuming he's had an incident. Yeah, I believe he has. Let's have a look at it. Here it is here in the 42 car. So what happens? Oh, he's had to run wide. He's had to run wide to try to avoid the 78 of Nate Jordan. So that's Nate Jordan involved in another incident there.
Beatty just crashed.
Okay, well, let's see if we can have a look at that. Let's see if I have a look with BT. Do quite like that livery there. Oh, it's taking too much curb. Too much curb, and that's a big hit. That's a big hit.
Luke Saunders looking good at the moment with a 10-second gap. Can he keep this up?
Mattis Niger going to the pits for the second. This will be the second time for Mattis.
What did I say about Mattis?
Well, he doesn't say he's crashed, but he's going to the pits for a reason. I'm sure it's not a comfort break, because I think we can all hold it as grown men for 30 minutes.
BT up to down to P5 now. Looks like his race is completely over. It's a shame.
Yeah, he looks like he's going slow through there. Let's see what his rear spoilers all bent up. It was quite a big hit. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got suspension damage. That's really slow. Really slow. In fact, he's about 30 kilometres an hour down.
I think Luke Saunders just had an incident with only 3 seconds to Ash Dainty.
There's nothing coming up on the event screen, but that doesn't mean it's not right.
Probably just a slide. But our top three.
Beatty's in the pits.
Now split by 10 seconds.
He's going to the pits. I feel sorry for Beatty because he set a thrilling qualifying lap pace. He controlled the pack well on the start. And for the first 20 minutes. Look at who?
John A. Casey.
John Casey.
Back to.
Let's have a look at this. He's not on keyboard and mouse, is he, tonight? Is he actually on a wheel tonight?
No, I think he's still in the hotel.
He's still in room 212 on the keyboard and mouse. He's in a Premier Inn somewhere, having to pay for that premium Wi-Fi service. The one that makes absolutely no difference to the standard Wi-Fi service if you ever stayed in a Premier Inn. Oh!
That was close.
That's brilliant there.
That's Snyder taking P8. Yeah. Ash Dainty looks to have lost P2. Andrew Hooker in second place.
Yeah. Let's look where Andrew Hooker gets past Ash Dainty here. So he's got onto the curtain. Ash, don't know why. But Andrew's managed to get past him fairly easily there.
Another slide coming out of the motor chicane. So Ash is now going to be pushing to overtake Andrew Hooker for that P2 spot.
Luke Saunders now has got nearly a 12-second lead in this race.
I can tell you what he's thinking. He's thinking, this is my time to shine.
And why not? Why not? He's come off, I mean, arguably you could say, he got the position because of the incident with Nate Jordan, but then both him and BT were involved in that. So Luke Saunders just coming off slightly better.
With 4 minutes to go, Luke Saunders just lost 2 seconds to Hooker.
You think Andrew he has? Well, Andrew Hooker's his last lap time was at 1 minute 10 compared to Luke Saunders 1 minute 12. So 2 seconds he's knocked out of the last lap. We'll see when they cross the line on lap 19. how they're doing.
Ash Dainty going to go for the overtake.
He does. Is he going to make it stick though into the chicane? He does.
No problem for the chicane that time.
Ash Dainty there having a sniff of what P1 could look like. Luke Saunders has got 6 minutes and 40 seconds to hang on. This is quite a fun car to drive though, isn't it? The Radical.
It's unpredictable.
It's one of those fun cars.
1 minute, you know, it's pointing in the right direction, the next minute you've just got the front up too much, and you're facing your opponents and they're coming flying past you.
Well, Ash Dainty there doing a 1 minute 10, Andrew Cook a 1 minute 11, Luke Saunders 1 minute 13, so he's done another slow lap. I don't know whether he's carrying a little bit of damage there and he's just trying to nurse the car home, but he's at this pace he's going to have to be careful because Ash is going to catch him at 3 seconds or say 2 seconds a lap quicker.
He's going to catch him in 2 laps.
Well, he's going to catch him what? 3 laps?
3 or 4 laps.
3 laps he's going to catch him.
And there's 3 or 4 laps to go.
Exactly, so it's going to be a bit of a battle right at the end here between Ash Dainty and Luke Saunders.
Looking at Luke, he's carrying some damage, so surely that steering is pointing the wrong direction.
Beatty's unfortunately there down in P6 now. 50 seconds behind him.
Which one, guys?
Oh, is that Nate Jordan again? Caught up in another incident. He's gone back off track. He's obviously not having the best of races this evening, is our Nate. Involved in a couple of incidents there with various drivers and off tracks.
Luke Saunders popping up at 1 minute 10.9.
Yeah, so I think Luke's hit the boost button.
He's feeling, you can feel the finish line, can't he? He's touching it now. He's dragging himself across.
Here comes Nate Jordan. Here comes Nate Jordan and Chris Forrester. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it, I think. See, if you haven't done, yeah, you got to ease off now. You can't. You haven't got it done by here. Get the better exit. She doesn't do it.
Just saying, I could have had it easy. Top 3 in this.
You could have, Matt, but you decided to watch the football instead. You can't have it both ways.
I'd rather see some generational history be
Yeah,
made.
well, generational history, not just your generation, my generation. Don't forget, I wasn't born in '66, so this is technically the furthest England have got in my generation. The final's going to be epic. It's going to be absolutely epic. It's going to be like round 7 of 8 of the Free Car Cup of sim bike racing. It's going to be comparison to that easily.
Just less fans, obviously, because we know the Free Car Cup is the most popular racing series to exist in the world.
Absolutely, in the history of iRacing. That's another completely made up fact tonight. You don't need to fact check that. I'll tell you now, it's complete bollocks. But it is a fun league, and it is free. Well, it's not free. You've got to do your iRacing subscription, but it does use all the free tracks and free cars. It is probably one of the cheapest, cost-effective leagues to enter, and it's good fun as well. We mix up the cars, we mix up the tracks each week. It's good fun. There's John Casey there getting past Mattis Niger. Obviously, they are a lap down now.
Sorry, man.
As predicted, Matt Niger with the pace for the top 6. With his best lap as a 109.
Yeah.
Struggling to keep it between those 2 white lines.
So, we've probably got another 2 laps to go, I estimate. 2 laps to go. Around Charlotte Motor Speedway, Luke Saunders still leading this race. He's got just over a 3-second gap to Ash Dainty. I think Ash is going to be a bit disappointed with the race this evening, with BT making that mistake and sticking it in the wall. If Ash hadn't have made those uncharacteristic mistakes, I have to say, I think it's fair to say, uncharacteristic mistakes by Ash there, he would be leading this race, and he'd be leading this race by quite some margin. So I think he'll be a little bit frustrated. Although he's...
On my screens,
hold on.
Quick project, Dainty is top.
No, he has. Nate Jordan's crashed. What's happened to Nate? Let's have a little replay of this.
Luke Saunders, is it Nate?
Hold on. Yeah, Nate Jordan's crashed. Luke Saunders, remember it's England were playing today, I've had a lot of run. Hold on. Right, Luke Saunders, here we go. So what's happened to Luke then? He's taken too much curb, he's corrected it. He's done well there. Oh, and there goes Ash. There goes Ash Dainty.
Ash Dainty having the worst race of his life yet might win this.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? I feel really, really sorry for Luke, because actually Luke has driven a pretty consistent race.
That is the checkered flag though.
Yeah.
Just saw the flag there.
I feel sorry for Luke.
Honestly, Luke has had some of the worst luck out of anybody. Every week he seems to get a black flag or something goes wrong. In the Kia race, he didn't put enough fuel in. It's the Cougar and the Radicals.
That's not unlucky. That's just a schoolboy error. You don't stick enough fuel in the car. That's a schoolboy error. That's not unlucky. That is user error. But no, I know what you're saying, and you know, he has driven a consistent race here tonight. He's made probably one mistake, Luke, and that was probably that one we just saw where Ash Dainty slid past him. But the same can be said about Ash Dainty as well, because he's made some mistakes tonight, which, you know, uncharacteristic. If he hadn't have made, he would be probably winning this race 20-30 seconds up the road. So it swings around and roundabouts. But there you go. Well done, Ash. Well done, Luke Saunders as well, and Roderick Eskew there.
We're going to need a driver interview, I think,
sneaking into P3. And then we can have a look at... No, we can't have a look at the results because I haven't sorted that bit out yet. So just forget that.
Paul Grazer, P4. Andrew Hooker, P5. Ryan Dobos, P6. Mattis Niger, P7. John A. Casey, P8. Nate Jordan, P9, Chris Forrester, P10, Michael Schilling, P11, World Champion, P12.
That's Osley Beatty to you.
Spencer.
That's Osley Beatty, Matt. Just say his name.
13.
Osley Beatty. Come on, it's not that difficult.
I'm not going near that one. And Matus Sulek at P14, 18 laps down. I think he had some issues.
Yeah, I think Beatty retired there. Did he retire at the end? Yeah. Well, there you go. There's some bump drafting there.
This is Planet Earth. This is David Attenborough territory. Let's get into.
There's some bump drafting going on the back oval there between Luke Saunders. Luke Saunders. Oh, here comes my beagle. You have to shut the door. You can open the door to come in. Why don't you shut the door when you come in? Otherwise I get in trouble for shouting. Yeah. Poppy's on stream. The back door's open. You can go out by yourself.
We need a dog show off at some point on the stream.
Go on in. Go back out. Go on. Go on. Jesus. She forces the door open. Okay, just a little top tip there for you, Luke. If you're going to do donuts, don't do it over a big sausage curb. Oh, synchronised donuts there. Ash Dainty, Luke Saunders.
go over the chat to the drivers?
Should we go over should we go over and see what... Let's get do some driver interviews. Let's move over. Hold on. Hey guys, you're still live on YouTube, so let's not play.
When I had the meatball flag at the beginning, I should have just had that one extra lap. I don't think
Can I just say, just before we continue, we are live on YouTube, so no Taylor Swift songs, okay? I've got no copyright strikes at the moment, I'd like to keep it that way. So no Taylor Swift songs. Okay, carry on.
Oh man, I was really looking forward to some Taylor Swift.
Can we do Taylor Swift a cappella?
We can't do Taylor Swift anything. That woman is immense and intense. She will sue me. She will take Simpati Racing down.
That looked quite an exciting race overall.
That was a brilliant race. It was a brilliant race.
So what happened to BT?
He hit the wall. Hit the wall.
Yeah, it was an incident.
Yeah, he had a bit of a spin and a bit of a smash there, so that was unfortunate for him, obviously. But Luke, is Luke on? Yeah, Luke's on. I feel, Luke, congratulations, buddy. That was a consistent, really consistent drive. Just a shame about the little spin at the end, or it wasn't even a spin. You saved it as well. It was just that Ash. It was like a homing missile, and just snuck past. Speechless, absolutely speechless.
I think his computer's blown up.
Yeah.
He's posted a blue screen of death.
Is that P2? Is Luke okay? Is Luke here? Is it P2 or has he gone off to celebrate?
No, his computer's blown up.
Yeah,
He's just disconnected.
Luke's disappeared, the computer's gone. Doesn't understand why he got P2. It's crashed. Okay, anyway. Well done, Ash. P1.
Thank you.
What a legend.
You should have, I mean, some might say that actually Ash, you probably should have won that by about 30 or 40 seconds after BT went out. I mean,
I did have 2 or 3 spins.
Yeah, you were pushing it pretty hard. We were thinking, you know, just ease off a little bit, just ease off the throttle a little bit, and you'll get it.
Yeah.
But you got the win anyway, so congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well done, Ash. Congrats, Ash.
Roderick, that was a good race as well, considering we didn't even think he was going to set a qualifying lap at one point.
Oh yeah, no, I kept crashing on qualifying and finally got like 2 laps in.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
A good result. I think everyone's happy that Matt wasn't racing tonight.
I'm guessing there was a good bunch of incidents to look at in the commentary.
Well, we're going to have a look at them now. Actually, we're going to go back and have a look at them now. So, just bear with me. If you guys want to jump over to the stream, you can, because I'm going to literally stop pressing the wrong buttons, and we'll leave it on that. I can't bother to work it out.
Luke, any comments on your amazing P2, nearly P1?
I'd like to thank my manager, my agent, God.
Simpati Racing.
Simpati Racing.
Yeah, well, why not?
I'd like to just make sure that this result will be recorded this time.
Oh yeah. I mean, it depends on the donations. I'll be honest with you. With every donation, what people don't realise is that there's a driver you can select to disappear off the table.
Nice.
No, we fixed the bug for that. That's fine. That shouldn't happen again. Right then. So if we can get going with this, I think. Yeah, let's have a look. So we're going to look at some of the incidents. We're not going to pass judgment on any, just in case there are any protests that do want to come in. But here we go. Right. Let's see. There we go. There's the first one. Oh, that's a 720. 720 degree turn. It's not bad there. Oh, we'll get it from another little angle there. Gary Spencer. Gary, you just got caught up in that a little bit. In fact, you came off pretty bad on that one. Is Gary on? Okay, Gary's not on the chat, so we won't talk about Gary.
Well, yeah, I think it was me. It was Chris.
So is it Chris?
In the tarmac car.
Have you got the?
That's pretty violent.
Yeah. Matt is just making sure the grass was cut to the required length there. I know there's a couple of seconds lag between what you see and what I see. I think there is a glitch on this circuit, there always has been, which it shows it as an incident, but it's not. Mattis there, just not, again, Mattis, you're just not happy with the grass length there, all those cones. You almost got them all actually. In fact, we should have said if you got all the cones you get a bonus point, but you didn't get them all, so no additional points for you tonight. There's Paul. Paul did well there.
Hello.
Well done, Paul, mate. How did your race go?
I'm not exactly proud of it.
No,
I spun
okay.
out a few times.
It
It was fun though. Roderick was really good. I was trying to catch up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were really reeling me in, and I think you spun or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I spun out, and it's like, ah, shit. It's trying to catch up to you again, but yeah, I was just trying to catch up to Roderick the whole entire time. I think I over fueled on my pit stop, which kind of put me back. But other than that, and besides the spinning out, I think I did pretty well on my first lead.
Oh, well done, mate. I think it was a pretty good race.
That was looking a bit battered though.
Yeah, they can bang that out. Oh, I think this was the. Was this the one where? Yeah, it's the incident just playing now where. That was just got a little bit deep in there, and then trying to come out of it, corrected it. Just got a bit of oversteer, but quite like your livery tonight, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks.
That is actually that is a classy livery. That should be sort of on some sort of Lambo. And this is the BT. Is it the BT incident here? Might not be actually. No, it won't be. It's a bit later.
Bit later.
Oh,
This is early still.
Oh my god, we're still in lap 3. Let's get past some of these. Let's get to some of the good ones. There is a couple of glitches on this track where it shows it constantly as an incident. It's just annoying, but it's not.
I got a bunch of 0x's for touching the wall.
Yeah, and they all show up on the bloody when you try and review the incidents. It's a nightmare.
Bouncing over that fast chicane must confuse it a little bit.
Full blast, and he lifted.
I lifted every time.
So did I. I've kept it flat to the floor every time in practice, but not once in the race.
Yep.
Oh, there you go, Paul. That was a nice little slide. Recovered.
Thank you.
Oh, Paul. Nice.
Yeah. It's quite hard to keep these cars under control once they start going. So if you manage to keep it out of the wall once it goes, it is a good effort. And now iRacing does this great thing where it just sticks with Paul. I don't know why it does this. Yeah, it's just going to stick with Paul now.
One man race.
It's because you click on the helmet thing or just go back to incidents again mode because it'll change the camera or anything, it automatically will go to only focusing on one driver.
I thought you there we go. We're back. It's on lap bloody 6. There we go. There's one of Ash's little spins. Pushing it hard.
This was definitely where I lost most of my time.
Yeah, I think this is where
That was so close.
It was.
This is where Luke gets past, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Nat Dick or whatever they call it. Oh, sorry.
That's Dick.
Stream.
That's foreskin.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That was by a whisper, is what you mean.
Yeah.
Very small margins.
It always is with the radicals.
It's still got the. It's because every single thing is an incident. Every single corner is a bloody incident on this thing. Right, let me just see if I can get past to actually something which is. Oh.
It'd be nice if you could set it to just show you the 4Xs. That'd save a bit of time.
Do you know what?
wouldn't
That's a brilliant thing that should go into iRacing. Just show us the big smash ups or the big cock ups. Because some of these circuits, like I said, you end up getting 0x's on so many corners that when you try to review the instance at the end, It's just a nightmare. In fact, it's almost pointless trying to go through these. But I'm trying to find the one that Osley did. It was a bit of a shame. He
The one that,
yeah, he just sort of. It wasn't quite, just a very, very small error, but it was just one of those ones that just cost him the race, to be honest. I think he's. Oh, that was a bit of a squeeze.
that's good racing.
Rubbing is race. There's rubbing and there's rubbing is racing. I'm not entirely sure you can probably apply that to that incident. There's rubbing and there's polishing.
That was the one I was going to look back at because I wasn't sure whether it was I was too far back and or not.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit pointless trying to review incidents at Charlotte. We always had the same problem. It's just it just shows everything that could potentially be an incident. Oh, there was actually one there. It's Mattis. Mattis, how did your race go tonight?
Oh, not very well.
You had a few little spins.
A few more.
But we have had an email through from the groundskeeper who does thank you for cutting the grass pretty much around most of the circuit.
And cones.
He says thank you. He's actually got the day off tomorrow now, so. Well, nobody launched it into space off the chicane, so that was good. I think that's pretty much. Yeah, the incidents are going to be just. I don't know what an incident is and what isn't, unfortunately. So it's going to get. Excuse me, pretty boring, unfortunately. The other circuits are easy to review. But well done, guys. Good race. Apologies for the delay to the start. Obviously, that's all Matt's fault, so blame Matt. But anyway, congratulations to England as well. Into the final.
Yeah.
For everyone around the world who hates England, which is
everyone in the whole world supports.
Pretty much every country outside England.
It was everyone besides Sweden, apparently.
No, I think Australia likes us a little bit. I think there's some parts of Australia that like us. Anyway, and the Canadians, they can't hate anyone, so. So
it's in their constitution. They're not allowed.
Well, in fact, I say that. The Canadians probably couldn't hate England until what happened in the news recently, and then even the Canadians can now hate us. We've even managed to make Canada hate us, which is Canada's.
What did we do to Canada?
A long political story, but there's 200 or something unmarked children's graves in one of the schools that we used to run in the colonial era.
Oh.
So that's.
Oh, I thought that was the Catholic Church. We've been
Well,
about that
it
recently.
is, but it sort of has everything to do with England again. So.
Are we still on the stream?
Yeah, we're still on the stream, so we won't go into it too much. But my point was, we've even managed to upset the Canadians, so which is the country it's almost impossible to upset. So I think on that note, we probably will end the stream, and then we can free talk. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers, guys. Have a good week.
Yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday for the next one with no football.
We're back to win again.
Ciao.